What's going on, guys? Welcome back. The saga continues. I told you I'll be back to give my opinion if something goes down. Something did go down. The judge has denied Diddy's motion for a new trial or an acquittal. Acquittal or a new trial, meaning drop the case or a new trial. So he's denied that. And also, Jane wants to talk. Jane wants to talk during sentencing. Guys, I can't make this up. We were talking about this earlier. I don't think Jane is going to talk. That's what y'all said. That's what y'all lied to me. Y'all lied to me because Jane wants to talk. Okay. Jane wants to talk. So somebody lying to me. Hey Susan, how you doing? Um, I'm doing well. How you doing? Eric Monroe, Janice, how you doing? I know you're saying, oh my God. You said on her behalf. She wants to talk on her behalf. We gonna get into it. Because people lied to me. No, Max, she not gonna talk because she getting her rent paid. She wants to talk. She wants to talk at sentencing. Okay. So that's what's going on. So we're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that in a second. Because Jane said she want to talk. It wasn't good enough for Cassie to talk. She wants to talk too at sentencing. This is gonna be oops. Damn, I'm dropping stuff. Ooh. Sorry about that. Dropping stuff. God, this is crazy. So this I just can't see him getting out of this without getting some time. I can't see this. So we're gonna get right into it. As a matter of fact, let me let people know I'm live. You know how people say they don't get, hey, I'm live and you don't want to miss this. All right, I'm letting some people know. Real quick. You know how people say they don't get the updates. I just broke some breaking news on my sports channel. Now I'm over here. I've been busy tonight. Oh, I'm live. Yeah, people been trying to. Whew. Somebody just hit me up. The judge went off, and his response this evening, Lord have mercy, went off. Guys, this is crazy. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I'm live. People talking about they don't be getting my lives. Ryan, you here? Okay, I'm live. I might have to set the Discord up again, Ryan. Let me see. I'm live. Let Cutie know. Let me see who else. Avid. See, I'm trying to get some more in here. Let's see. All right, cool. Thank you for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. What's up? I like the name. That's Paul Bunyan. What's up, midwife? You said Jane wanted to have the last word. Yo, what's going on, y'all? Y'all lied to me. Somebody lied to me. Talking about, nah, Jane ain't gonna talk. She getting her rent paid. She want to talk, man. All right, and let's get into this. Judge Arun Subramanian, United States District Judge. After an 8-week trial, a jury convicted Sean Combs of 2 counts of transporting people for prostitution under the Mann Act. Before the government rested its case, Combs moved for acquittal under Rule 29. The court reserved its decision under Rule 29B, and Combs renewed his motion after the verdict. He also moved for a new trial under Rule 33. For the following reasons, both motions are denied. I mean, Dan, should we continue? Right there. He cuts to the chase. Denied. Okay. Denied. Let's just get that out of the way real quick. Denied. Hey, Fiona. Let's not cut to the chase here. Let's get to it. It says the government first indicted Combs in September 2024 for violations of the Mann Act, for sex trafficking, and for racketeering conspiracy. Document 2. In his third and final indictment, the government case was built on Combs' actions beginning in 2004. Oh, Lord. And continue over for the next 2 decades. The government alleged that Combs arranged for and paid men to travel across the United States and internationally to have sex with Combs' girlfriends, Cassie Ventura and Jane. Further, the government alleged that Combs transported Ventura and Jane to have sex with those men, gave them illegal drugs, and physically abused them. This, the government argued, was all the product of Combs' enterprise, a criminal organization comprised of Combs, his businesses, and his employees. On the government's telling, the organization existed for lots of reasons, not only to run a global business and media, entertainment, and lifestyle industries, but also to fulfill the personal desires of Combs, particularly those related to Combs' sexual gratification. This case went to trial. After the government rested, Combs moved for acquittal. That motion focused mostly on racketeering and sex trafficking, but also contested the Mann Act charges. With respect to the Mann Act, Combs argued that the escorts who testified didn't travel across state lines, that they disavowed that they were paid for sex or engaged in prostitution, and that they sometimes were paid even when they didn't have sex. The court withheld this decision, and the charges went to the jury. Hold on a second. See if I can find more on the charges. Yeah, he was denied. Opinion and ordered. As to Sean Combs, after an 8-week trial, the jury convicted Sean Combs of 2 counts of transporting people for prostitution under Mann Act, document 447. Before the government rested his case, Combs moved for an acquittal under Rule 29. The court reserved its decision under Rule 29B, and Combs renewed his motion after a verdict. He also moved for a new trial under Rule 33. For these reasons, Combs' motions under Rule 29 and 33 is denied. The clerk is directed to terminate docket 485, signed by Judge Arun Subramanian, 9/30/2025. Denied, yo. And also, he mentioned this other stuff. I don't know, guys. It's going to be a rough Friday for him. And check this out. Dear Judge Submaranian, the government respectfully submits this letter regarding victim statements at sentencing, in addition to victim impact statements submitted by the government in advance of sentencing. The government understands that victim who testified under the pseudonym Mia, oh, it's Mia, at the trial wishes to be heard at sentencing. Okay, so it's Mia. So Mia wished to be heard at sentencing. Excuse me. I thought it was Jane. Mia. So Mia is wishing to be heard at sentencing. Okay. So it's Mia. I'm about to say, I'm like, wait a minute, is it Jane? But maybe she has written something in. I don't know. Everybody don't have to show up. Said Mia wants some spotlight for herself. Yeah, this is gonna be a rough Friday, man. Because the judge denied. We already knew he was gonna deny it. We already, we already knew that. Um, he's denied everything. Um, bail many times. Said he's a danger to community. Yeah, man, he's being consistent. So Friday, we about to see. It's just a matter of how much he gonna stick it to on Friday. That's just what it is. It's just a matter of how much. It's a matter of how much, man. At this point, so it's really getting ready to go down. Friday. It's craziness. Um, that's where we're at. There's a lot of people had been waiting. Like, what's up with the judge? When is he gonna make a decision? Just now. So he made a decision, and with respects to the sentencing, I'm not sure where it's going to be at. Um, I have many opinions on it, but I really don't know. Like my mother said, the only people know what time he getting is God and the judge. That's it. He said that's the only two that know what the sentence is going to be: the judge and the God. That's it. Everybody else, she said, don't know really. So yeah, it's crazy, man. So that's what's going on right now. Like I said, I'll be there Friday. Yeah, so you said who will be speaking on behalf of Diddy other than his family? I'm not sure. I heard that inmates have already written letters in. Yeah, that's what I heard. Inmates have already written letters. Um, Young Miami or Carisha, and I'm not sure who else. I'm sure some people in his family will get up in front of the court to speak on his behalf on Friday. That what they would do in person. Maybe his mom, some of his kids, stuff like that. Yeah, inmate sending a letter, midwife, because he has a program in jail, like he helping people level up. You said great news. Hopefully, he would get between 15 and 20 years. Oh yeah, was it Dallas Austin that wrote something? Sharice, yeah, Dallas Austin. I think Stevie J. Nah, 15 to 20 years is too much. That's too much time. You said Puff's lawyer admitted in open court that Puff was a violent man. Yeah, I don't know, but I don't know if this calls for that though. I don't know. I go back. I don't think so. He was acquitted of. He was acquitted of the most serious charges here. This wasn't a criminal organization. It wasn't. He and I'm curious to see what the judge is going to say in his remarks because the lawyer is going to be listening closely for this appeal. So, but the judge is pretty he's pretty thorough, I must say. You said Carl Thomas wrote something in as well. Yeah, you know, like I said, some of his family might get up and speak and stuff like that. I don't not yeah, he gonna get some time, folks. That's the only way. I don't see it any other way. And then, like I said, Cassie letter from earlier, she said she's still having nightmares and stuff, and she had to move out of New York with fear of him getting out and doing something to her. Okay, so the judge is gonna take that in consideration when he's rendering his verdict. I mean, his sentence. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys right now what's gonna happen Friday. Both sides are gonna do their arguments and stuff like that, and people are gonna get up and speak from both sides, and they're gonna read stuff in the court. And then the judge gonna come back. So I'm gonna take a break. I come back with my decision. But before that, he's gonna give his remarks on what he thought about this case. Okay. Now pay attention to his remarks and how it sounds. Because if it sounds harsh, he's getting ready to get it stuck to him. I'm just telling you right now. No lube, no Vaseline. If it depends on how he talked to him. If he say he was utterly disgusted by the events in this situation, y'all better hold on to your seats. Hold on to your seats because it's getting ready to go down. If he says something to that, rather, you know, I have witnessed this case. I have been very disgusted from what I witnessed in this case. Very disgusted. Okay. And you might say, well, he only got convicted, max, of 2 counts of the Mann Act. Yeah, but he still saw all the videos. Okay. He saw the hotel video. Yeah, guys, this is I don't know what to say here. He said he didn't deny him bail multiple times, only to give him time served. Diddy is not going home on free. Yeah, he's not. He's not. You said is Mia cool with Diddy? Apparently not. I don't know. No lube, Fiona. No bicycle lube, no nothing. You know he got to lube your chains up on your bicycle. Remember those days? You got to oil up your chain. Imagine that chain ain't got no oil. What's gonna happen to it? It's gonna pop with the friction. No oil on them chains. None. I'm not talking about you electric bike people. If for you electric bike people, the damn battery overheating right now. The battery overheating. Speaking of that, man, I'll get into that later. Um, guys, it's going down. It's going down. Okay. That's like running a marathon and you got a bum ankle. Just imagine you got a bum ankle trying to run a marathon. Okay. It ain't working. This man is stuck like two dogs in heat. It's craziness. Crazy, man. How this went down, how this manifested. This is crazy. Like for me, the reason why I'm saying it's crazy, not that I'm trying to take up for him. I just don't like the Mann Act. I don't like that. I don't like that statute. Let's just call it what it is. It's the white something slave act. That's what it is. That's what it is. I don't like that still on the books. I don't know why it got to still be on the books. Okay, it's an old antiquated law that needs to be taken off the books. I'm telling you, Fiona. I'm telling you, that's just what it is. Stuck like two dogs in heat. It's not good. Not good. It's not good. You said that chief was so scared. Wait a minute. The chef was so scared she didn't show up for court. You talking about Chef Jordan? Chef Jordan. Did she show up for court? Chef Jordan. No. No, not Chef Jordan. So it's crazy, man. It's I'm gonna experience it. Um, like I said, you know, it's crazy, man. They don't want to legalize prostitution. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. But I'm just talking in general that that statute needs to be taken off the books. It was made for racial purposes. And they still using it to get people. They need to come up with a different law. Just don't call it that, the Mann Act. They need to abolish it. But you're right. I guess they, maybe it has to do with more so prostitution. But yeah, he is. Yeah, he gonna get consecutive terms, guys. That's what this looking like. Consecutive. This don't look like concurrent. It's gonna be consecutive here. What's going on, Uda? What's going on? What it look like to you, Uda? Do it look like the judge about to give it to him? What it look like? I see you there Friday. If you rolling up there Friday, I see you there. What is it looking like to you? It look like he getting ready to serve him up. Like, what do you think? You said lighter sentence for prostitution. He was found guilty. Back in the day, prostitution charges were serious. Well, I'm not talking about prostitution. I'm talking about that statute. They used it for other purposes. Called the White Fugitive Slave Act. That law was created based out of fear of the free black man. You said how Diddy made women feel more important than any fact, and that's a whole fact, Jack. Wait a minute, let me read that again. You said how Diddy made women feel more important than any fact, and that's a whole fact, Jack. You said I think the judge. You said I think judge wants to give him something. He's not letting him go. No, he's not letting him go Friday. He's not. But see, the thing is, Uda, the government is requesting 11 years because of this, the enhancements and the intimidation part or something like that. What if he side? If he side with him, oh my God, that's like 5.5 years apiece. And I'm telling you right now, I have a suspicion that he's gonna run it consecutive. He's gonna run it consecutive terms, man, because it's involving two different victims. He probably gonna want justice for each victim. Whew. He better hope it's concurrent. But I'm gonna be paying attention to the judge's remarks. That's very important. When the judge give his remarks before he sentences him. Because if it's real harsh, you better hold on to your seats because it's getting ready to get real. Hold on to your seats. Because if the judge say one time that he's disgusted by what he saw, hold on to your seats. Because his mouths are getting ready to drop. Y'all mouths getting ready to drop. Hold on to your seatbelts. Because if he sit up there and say, I am utterly disgusted from what I watched here in this trial, it's getting ready to go down. You said it's gonna be concurrent. He gotta hope so, Uda. He gotta hope so. Now concurrent ain't bad. Concurrent, because if he sentenced him 5 years apiece on each count and he run it concurrent, so he's gonna get credit. So watch this. So I knew this because my cousin had got caught up in the federal system, so I knew how it worked. So look, so he get 5 years on each count. That's 10 years. He run it concurrent. He already got credit for time served. So that means he only have to do another 2.5 to 3 years, and he's out, or maybe 2.5 years if he will get into a program and get more time shaved off. He could possibly be out in 2, which he could do the rest of the time in the MDC, and he could keep his appellate rights and try to appeal it while he waiting. That's not that bad, considering. That's not bad. That's not bad. Because if he gets sentenced to a total of 10 years, that means it's 5 years per count. Running concurrent, he only had to do 5 years, which he got credit for a year, so that's 4 years. And out of that, he might work another program. He could be out in 2.5, almost 3 years. And he'll be back home. So, but if he running consecutive, whew, Lord, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know what to tell you. But I know he's a part of him is glad this is almost over, because at least he can get to the appeals. Now I know what you guys are gonna say, but I have to mention it. Is a pardon still on the table? Do you think that what's his name is just waiting for him to get sentenced before you pardon him? Because he never said that he wasn't gonna do it. He never said that. So I don't know. This would be a good time for his folks to reach out to him again and be like, look, I'll issue a public apology or something. I'll issue a public apology and I turn MAG on y'all. Hell yeah, because I want my freedom. That's right. Make America great again, damn it. I turn MAGA on y'all real quick. MAGA. That's it. Okay. Y'all be like, wait a minute, Max, you what? Yeah, that's right. You said I think he will get between 10 to 14. Okay, but oh boy, when you say 10 to 14, is that concurrent time or consecutive? That's my question to you. He said if the sentence is too harsh, he commute the sentence. So let me say he commute the sentence down to less years. No, he wants a full pardon. Forget the forget the commutation, the commutation. No, forget commuting my sentence. I want a pardon at this point so I can get out of jail. Get me up out of here. I know he went in on them back in the day, but it's a new day. You know what I'm saying? It's a new day, Mr. President, and I have come to learn, who you really are. Okay. I read your book while I was in prison. Okay. Trump gonna quiz him. Oh yeah, what you read about the book? I read this, this, and that. Okay. So he gonna think you read the book. All right, cool. And I not only do I want to apologize to you as a man right now, I'm gonna apologize to you in public. Okay. I'm gonna apologize to you as a man in public. Okay. I know he said that, Medea. He did, but that was a mistake. People make mistakes. Do you know how powerful that pardon is? That pardon is very powerful. That pardon could get him. Medea, remember what your daughter said when he signed the pardon for all those people at the Capitol building that time? They were scrambling trying to get all those people out of jail because he had signed that pardon, so they had to get out of there. That's how powerful that is. That's how powerful it is. Medea, if you want to come on, I'm gonna inbox you. I don't know if I'm being on too late tonight. It's already 11 something, but you never know. See if you have some opinions on what the judge said. It's a 16-page response, guys. Guys, the judge had a 16-page response, okay? I only read a little bit. I didn't read the whole 16 pages. The judge went in, LaShane, okay? This ain't gonna be good Friday. He went in. He went in, man. Because I glanced through it. He went in. I forgot to tell you all that. That wasn't all that I read. It was a whole 16-page full response. Okay. 16 pages. That's like ODing at this point. That's ODing. Like he gonna OD on him Friday. He gonna OD on him, y'all. I know y'all saying concurrent, but this man might black out on him and OD on him and say consecutive. Okay. But we'll see. 16-page response. Y'all thought that was only it that I read? No, Ryan. I was just getting started. 16 pages. You said I'm sending him a 4-page letter and I close with some money. You talking about Trump? You said send him a 4-page letter. Please get me out this mess. Please, Mr. President. Please get me out of this mess. Please. Okay? Because the judge over here ain't playing. And the government don't shut down. It don't matter. They still having trial. I mean, still having court. You know how people say, well, Max, they might not have court because the government shutting down. Bullshit. They still having court. Hey, what's up, Medea?
Yo, wanna I
Medea,
heard the news.
pages.
I said, Judge Submarinian 8. You know how the young kids say.
He ain't no joke, man. I tried to tell. Listen, this judge ain't playing.
He got up here. He got up here and wrote that letter like he was Cardi B. When I
Man,
when I when I'm beefing, you remember when Cardi said, "When I got beef with you, it's beef forever."
yeah,
Yo, that's the tone of the judge's letter,
16
man.
pages.
Did I say I'm gonna close it with some money
Yeah.
on the 4 page? Oh, I didn't mean money. I was trying to put sugar honey iced tea.
Oh, to Trump.
No, to Judge Submarinian's letter. I'm
Oh,
sending him a 16-page letter.
yeah, a
And
16
I'll
page letter.
look, and I'm enclosing it with some sugar honey iced tea.
No, he
Y'all.
need to send Trump a letter for some sugar honey iced tea.
I was like, what?
He need to send him
Ah.
a letter.
At this point, Diddy needs to send Trump a 20-page letter, a 40-minute video conversation apology, a
Yeah.
uh, 10 bouquets of flowers,
I don't know what he
17,
got to send him. What do you
look,
think he got to send him to get a pardon?
I'm telling you, 17 ties, a couple of meals from McDonald's. I ain't trying to be funny. Y'all know Donald Trump love
No, no,
McDonald's.
no, no. He gonna get offended by all of that.
Well,
He
he
gonna
needs,
get offended.
listen, he needs to, I,
He
if
don't
I
need
were
ties.
Diddy,
He got his own suit line. He don't need ties.
okay,
He
well,
needs an apology.
you know
He needs an
what?
apology.
I would purchase all of his suit line and I would have my entire defense team wearing it when they go to meet with him
No, no,
and
no,
no
no, no,
shirt.
no. Medea, Medea. He's not. He don't want that. He don't want that. He
What?
wants an apology. He
That's
wants an
it.
apology.
Listen, I don't think, listen, I don't think that's going to suffice. Diddy said a lot of things.
That's
You
a
remember
start.
that?
That's a start. You got to start with an apology.
Okay.
That's a start. That's a start in
Okay.
the good right direction for talking.
Did you see the response when you asked that question to the chat? Did you see how many no's there were in the chat?
Yeah, I know. That always trigger people.
No, no,
And
no, no. Listen.
but
No, a lot of people said no.
I know.
It wasn't like
Right.
I don't think people were triggered. I think people really like Donald Trump does not care.
Or maybe
He's
he
like
knows something.
he Donald Trump is like almost like the Teflon Don of politics. He don't care.
No.
He don't care. You understand me?
Yeah.
He don't care.
Okay. Well, in this situation, Medea, then forget the pardon. So what did he have to do to? Because this judge is not playing. Okay, 16 pages. That's ODing. He OD'd off this.
Now, you know what though? No, 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 no. Listen, that young man, and I'm gonna call him a young man because what he did was
He OD'd.
no, no, no. Listen, Max, be
Yeah.
fair. What he is doing is what any other professional judge in his position needed to do.
Right.
He closed all windows, all
Right.
gaps, all potential in the appellate process for Diddy has now become an appellate HE double hockey sticks. After this letter, he cited cases. They said that there was something wrong with the jury. They mentioned something about how he believes that the jury was confused on the charges and the this and this and that. He basically said the definition of what you did, bro, was prostitution. What do you
Mm,
mean? What are you saying? Like I'm telling you. And when it goes to the higher court,
yeah.
that 16-page letter is going to serve as um, the defense for any type of offense that his team could put up. I know when his attorney saw that letter, they started punching the air. I'm not playing. I would, if I was on his team and I saw that letter, I would immediately. throw my
Yeah.
phone, my glass of wine. I wouldn't, if I was at dinner, I would stop eating immediately.
Yeah, I said that earlier. The judge was appointed by Joe Biden.
Hmm.
He was the youngest appointed judge in that circuit in the
I'm,
Southern District of New York.
let me tell you something. I don't care who appointed that man. He's sharp. He's smart.
He is sharp. I'm not gonna lie to you. He is sharp.
He's smart.
He's
He ain't
sharp
no
to
Rudy
this day.
Poo.
He is
You know
sharp.
who? Do you know who he reminds me of a lot?
Who's that?
And just his um, his professional candor, and also being very straightforward.
Mm.
The judge that handled the Daryl Brooks case.
Oh yeah, yeah. Judge. What's her name? Marsha. I
Uh,
know you're talking about.
Drix is it start with a D.
I can't remember
It,
her name right. I
it'll
know you
come to
talk.
me.
Yeah, yeah. She
Let me
was
look it
thorough
up.
too.
What? Oh, listen.
Yeah, she was thorough.
Why didn't you read the whole letter?
What? Why not read the whole letter?
Yeah, why
I didn't.
didn't
I
you?
didn't have the whole letter.
Oh, I thought you said it ain't no point. Max, real talk, yo. Did
Yeah, I
whatever.
didn't have the whole letter.
Wait, Max. Guys, whatever Max shared with you is sufficient. You already
Yeah,
know how Judge
the,
Submarinian is giving it up. Period.
yeah. Like I only shared just a little bit. He did, guys. It was 16 pages, man.
Whew.
Okay. Like I looked at it, I said, yeah, he owed yeah, man, I can't read all this. I skimmed through it. It was crazy. I mean, it wasn't crazy. He was being thorough, but I told you, like, yeah, I just don't know how harsh this sentence gonna be. We're gonna have to
He's
wait and see.
listen. He cited case law. He cited similar cases, similar position cases. He, oh my, he went through the rooter to the tutor on that letter. Oh my God.
Yeah, he went from the rooter to the tutor on this one.
No
Like,
shame, Max. After I heard the letter read,
yeah,
I was like, is it really gonna be seven, or is it gonna be seven apiece? Is he gonna give him the two piece, which ends up at
okay,
14?
okay, but here's the thing: if he give him 7 apiece, is it concurrent or consecutive?
And concurrent would run it consecutive.
It will concurrent will run it together. Consecutive, he
Yes.
got to serve one and then serve the other.
Yeah. Uh-huh. That
You
that way.
you think it's gonna be consecutive?
No, it's gonna be one right after the other.
Ooh, Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I'm gonna need a
Give him,
drink after that. After
give
I
him
get out of
that
that court.
14. I feel like he's giving him that 14. Have you checked to see what legal analysts are saying? They're saying 10 to 14 now
Yeah, I
after
know.
reading that letter.
Yeah, yeah. They're saying consecutive. I told y'all that. It's let me tell you why it's consecutive because I had already researched this. The reason why it's consecutive because it involves two different victims. He might want justice for each separate victim. Now, if he serve it concurrent, he that means the sentence is being served together, but he might want it to be justice for each victim. So if that's the case, it's consecutive terms. He looking at consecutive, guys. Now, if he give him 7 years apiece, now he already got time served, so he looking at 13 years. He will have to do almost 12 years before he get out, Medea.
Let me tell you
Almost
something.
11 and a half before he get out.
Mm.
He'd be damn near almost, yeah, yeah,
He's 50. He's 55. Just turned 55 at MDC. So if he did 12 years, he'll be 67. Right? Yeah, 67. 67 years old.
66.
Yeah,
But if he
he'll
get
be an old
into a
man.
program, he could get time shaved off. So I don't know, but guys,
Man,
that's
he'll
what
still be in his 60s.
he looking at some time, folks. And I know a lot of people are saying that now based upon this response.
Mm-hmm.
I told you guys, man, he's not playing with them. I told y'all it's gonna be consecutive. It's gonna be consecutive, man.
I think his attorneys have just they there aren't the response that Judge Submarinian provided literally it's like it was like a crime scene. His letter, guys, was like a crime scene. It was like a crime scene. It was just ammunition everywhere. I was
Yeah.
like, what?
So
And then he was like, in your same argument, you're saying that what did he say? There was a specific phrase he said in the letter about how they said that the jury was misled, and that's why the verdict came back the way that it did. And he was like, no, this is what you did, and
mm,
this is what it is. It's prostitution. He
mm,
said, he was like, he said, this is what you did, and this is called prostitution. That's not being misinformed. Misinformed. That's called discernment.
oh my God.
He read them to filth. Mm, he read them to filth.
Yeah, he gonna mess around. He
I
could be
said,
like, even if he says 6 years apiece, concurrent, I mean consecutive, that's a long time. That's 12 years.
I said, my daughter and her coworkers, they said that they gonna be so annoyed now. I said, why? She's like, cause Diddy and R. Kelly gonna think they running a studio from Butner.
Oh man.
I said, shut up. She said, no, cause R. Kelly walk around singing all day.
Yeah, he's
Now
singing in
Diddy,
there.
yeah, now Diddy gonna get there with his shenanigans. Oh Lord have mercy. I said, oh
Or
Jesus.
he might do because his lawyer, she's also representing Sam Bankman Fried. He's in the MDC waiting his appeal. So he might try to do that. She might have Diddy do that. Stay at MDC pending his appeal.
Um, it's not up to her.
She got it for Sam Bankman Fried
Okay,
because
what
he
were
got
the
convicted.
okay, but what were the first of all, who was the judge, and also what are like how did she accomplish that? You got to look into that match. You got
Yeah,
to
I got to
see
look into it to see
how
how
she
she did it.
achieved that. And Freed is on in there, isn't he in there for like a Ponzi scheme?
Yeah,
He not in there for violence.
right.
So he'll definitely be treated, I'm just saying, like being in that if it's more than if it's more than a year, he's not staying at NBC. It's not.
Yeah.
He's not. If he gets more than a year, like above what he's already served, he's not staying there. They're gonna ship him out probably that same day
Mm.
or 2 days later. One, he's not staying there.
Yeah, depending on what state you in, they usually get you right away, like the
Mhm.
next day, or
Mhm. Oh, believe me, the
put on
Department
your
of
gray
Corrections.
sweats. They put on your gray sweats,
Mhm.
white sneakers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Look, the Department of Corrections, they are probably, putting in contingency plans for his potential transport and transfer as we speak. Not that they know the judge's decision. I'm sure it's unethical for him to share that, but they have to have contingency plans. That's why my daughter was like, we are prepared to accept him simply because of the health, the nature of his health, because they have a medical complex on site in each building. They are, I think, number two or number one in healthcare in the bureau's system. So that's why. That's why he'll probably definitely be there. I
Yeah, that's
said, what?
crazy. 16 pages.
I said, I said, I know you lying. I know you lying. Like, did he respond to them? And what was the hearing they had? That was what? Last week? I know he has clerks and stuff, right? Uh-oh.
Wait a minute
Max.
there. I'll be right back.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, y'all. So I know the judge has like clerks and assistants who help him look up all of the cases that he cited, go through the transcripts. I knew they would. I said it earlier. When we were live earlier, I said Judge Submarinian is reading. I said it in the comments. I said he is reading the transcripts as we speak. Because in order to go back to quote exactly what Diddy's attorneys referenced during the hearing for purposes of getting a full acquittal or a new trial, he had to go back through to make sure that he got exactly their argument. And I mean, that wasn't hard because their argument wasn't that long. Like, it wasn't over the course of several days, it was just one day. But clearly, him and his staffers, him and his team, they went in. That letter, the letter that he wrote is just like, oh my goodness.
Yeah, I know.
Oh my. And apparently the chef wrote a letter to the
Oh,
judge.
really?
Yeah, his chef wrote a letter. Capricorn Clark wrote a letter.
Okay.
Um, I believe Dante Nash wrote a letter.
Wow.
A lot of people done wrote a letter now. Lots of people done wrote a letter.
And you read Cassie's letter, right?
Yes, yes,
Yeah, that letter right there was something else.
yes. Whew. I said, oh
Yeah,
my
guys.
goodness.
Yeah. I know some people like, yeah, he's not gonna get that much. No, he's gonna get something. He's gonna get a
And
little. It's gonna be more than 2 years.
and the thing to me is the people who are saying it's not that much. Would you be willing to spend the time that Diddy's already spent in MDC with those big New York rats, plus another 2 years of your life in being
Um,
the property of the federal government?
that's not that bad. You know why? Because if he
Mm-mm.
sentences him to another 2 years, he already have credit for a time served, so he only got to do a year. So he could be out in months. So yeah, that's not that bad because he could be out
I,
by the summer.
Max, I'm not saying that in Diddy's case. I just put that out as the option. Diddy gonna get more than 2 years.
Mm.
I already said seven. I'm not. I don't know why seven is such the number to me. Even with the letter, I'm still gonna say
Sharice,
seven.
Sharice saying Mia, Cassie parents,
Yeah.
Deontay Nash, Mia,
Yep.
and Chef Jordan wrote letters only.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. hmm And that's more than enough, I would say.
Mm. And the judge
That's more
already
than
read
enough.
them already.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm just like,
Yeah, the judge I believe he got his mind made up. So with.
um, I wouldn't say that he has his mind completely made up. I think he has, like Heaven said, I think he has some time in mind, but I think he will listen to the arguments presented, if there are any. Well, there will be some, right? Because the government will argue mitigating factors, and his defense will get an opportunity to argue back, right?
They've been arguing for since he been in there. He still didn't get bail. He kept saying he's a danger to society, no matter how much they argue.
Mhm.
Okay, no matter how much they argue, denied, denied, danger to society. That hasn't changed in his mind. It hasn't changed. So, what would you sentence somebody that's a danger to society and people are afraid and saying they're afraid for their life? How much would you sentence them to?
In this case,
Yeah.
8 to 10,
Okay. So when you say 8 to 10, is it concurrent or consecutive?
back to back. I'm
Wow.
gonna account for each victim. I'm not
Wait
gonna
a minute. Wait, 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 wait,
because
wait, wait, wait. A total of 8 to 10 or 8 to 10 apiece?
I'm gonna give them that two piece.
8 to 10 apiece?
Yeah,
Oh Lord. Oh,
I'm
Medea, come
I'm
on
giving
now.
them. No, I'm
16
giving him the.
years?
Yeah, I'm giving him the two piece.
Oh
I am
Lord.
giving him the two piece.
Oh Lord. Even I might
You
show
know,
out in court.
do you know
You
why
heard me?
though?
No, I'm just
But
kidding. I'm just kidding.
but do you want to know why? Even with the good lawyering that his attorneys have been doing,
8 years apiece, Medea?
yeah,
Consecutive?
yes,
You know what that means? That's 16 years.
yes, I realize that.
Jeez.
hmm Because I would want to send a message to the entertainment industry and other people who are in or of that lifestyle to let them know, like, be sure that your partner is down for the get down. It's not okay to do what, well, ultimately now has been proven. He's been convicted, so I don't have to say alleged anymore. But technically, forced prostitution, it's not okay. And in the judge's letter, he actually addresses Diddy's argument that he wasn't um, he was filming basically like he was being a director, kind of like a filmmaker. The judge said you are not a film director. That was you recording amateur corn for your own pleasure. You're not covered by because there's a an amendment that covers that.
Mm,
Yeah, for film directors of corn,
right.
of actual corn. I
Mm,
think it's freedom of speech or freedom
mm,
of expression or something when it
mm.
comes to the film industry. That's why they're able to produce those videos. But yeah, 8 to 10. That's what I would offer. 8 to 10. And I wouldn't feel no way about it.
8 to 10 apiece.
A piece and back to back.
16 years.
Yes. Go in
Base.
there, get your good time, heal, feel remorse, and hopefully it'll be a cautionary tale for his children as well. To he had he has to treat Diddy like he would treat anybody else on the street. He can't show him preferential anything because he's this mobile. Right now, Diddy is not Diddy. He is Sean Combs. That's it.
Right. Yeah.
That's that's why the judge, when they asked him if he could dress out for the sentencing hearing, the judge pressed them and told them that he needed a letter to explain to him why he needed to treat him any differently than he would treat any other inmate. He needs a letter, and if he doesn't produce the letter, he'll hold him in contempt. Judge
Mm,
Submarine is not playing no games with these people.
mm,
None at all. Mm-mm.
mm.
I don't think, is there an inmate ever in history that's gotten to dress out at their sentencing hearing once convicted?
I don't know about that.
I don't think there's a case of that like that.
No.
Mm-mm.
Well, this is it. Like, the judge has spoken. We was waiting for the judge to give his response, and he did. So yeah, crazy times.
That's a
What do
hell
you?
of a response, though. That
Huh?
response,
Oh,
that's a hell of a response. That response, in my opinion, hits a lot different
yep.
than any response I've seen in the judicial system.
Yeah, it's craziness.
But
Craziness.
like I said, that man is sharp.
Yeah.
He's sharp. And that's on the record now. It's on the record. It becomes a part of the file. So when he takes it to the Court of Appeals,
Right.
they have that. They have that. He could take it to the highest courts in the country, but they will always have that response from the presiding judge.
Right.
Hmm.
I was listening to Harvey from TMZ talk about this. He was like, I don't see say I don't see him getting a hard sentence. He said if this judge is out for a pound of flesh, he said that's not gonna look good if he wants to pursue higher courts, in his future. I'm like, he doesn't know. That's not it, Harvey. Harvey know it ain't
Well,
looking good. He knows that.
yeah, Harvey knows it's not looking good, but Harvey also is close friends with
Garrett
Garrett
goes,
Ghost. Yeah, her father. So like,
yeah,
of course he's gonna say those things. But the fact still remains is as long as he stays within the guidelines and like he did in this response, cross his T's and dot his I's, that he may have action in the appeals, but he might have to sit and wait for some laws to change, though. That's what he might
right,
have to end up doing. Just sit and wait for certain laws to be changed or certain laws to be passed, like amateur corn. The judge said
yeah.
the judge said, besides that, you're not protected by that, and this is not what you were doing. You were doing
He
prostitution.
said that in a response too.
Yeah. Then he
Oh my
said,
God.
then
Oh Lord.
then
Oh Lord. Yeah.
Diddy's attorneys tried the angle of, well, I wasn't having sex with the workers. It was my girlfriend,
Right.
and then my girlfriends, and then the judge was like, this is the textbook definition of prostitution.
Oh
It
my God.
doesn't matter that you were not the person engaged in it. You paid for it. You facilitated it. You were there for it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looking at 10 guys. He looking at 10 years.
The, the judge was
Wow.
just play. Look, the
I
judge
mean,
was just taking his pen and sweeping all around the courtroom. I was like, mm, y'all. Whether or not you're a Diddy supporter, I don't support either way. Whatever the judicial system comes out to be is what it comes out to be. Yes, our justice system is not perfect. Yes, there's a lot that can be changed.
right.
Absolutely, I agree with that. But without the system in place, I think it would be a lot more scary for
Mm,
a lot of people
right.
out here, to live and function. So understand that part, but
King Don
uh,
said Trump is gonna pardon him after the sentence.
we'll
That's what
see.
he's waiting for.
We'll
We'll
see.
see. We'll see. Because he may be thinking that, like, let's see what the sentence gonna be, and then I'll step in.
Mm. I know one other thing is that a lot of people are saying his base will not be happy with that though.
He don't care about his base. He don't care about that. He could care less what these people think about him. He's a president. They can't take that away from him now. Not only that, he got two numbers. So yeah, he's in the history books. He's what you call he part of the record. He's on the record now. So
right? But you had mentioned once that his son might run
yeah, for
in the
sure.
future.
Yeah, in the
You think
future,
he
yeah.
really gonna mess up his son's chances,
Probably
or
not.
did he? And then also, let me riddle you this: the rest of the Republican Party is going to be vying for that presidency seat, and MAGA, his base, actually helped him to get there. Do you really think that he's going to risk that?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So he could not care. He could not care, definitely. Uh huh. But he got a lot of other skin in the game that you're not really, his son. Shoot, his daughter. He could have his daughter run next instead of his son. Make her the first female president. Like he has a lot of options with where he's at right now. So
Yeah.
why would he rock the boat? For Diddy?
No, he probably not.
For Diddy. He's gonna rock the boat for Diddy. And somebody before I came up here, which I found an odd question, but a good question anyway. They said, if he would pardon Diddy, why won't he pardon Kanye? What's going on with Kanye?
Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Kanye. Chat, do y'all know what's going on with Kanye? What's up with Ye? Does he have federal charges pending too?
I'm
I
not
wasn't
sure.
aware of that.
Me neither.
Mm, but yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
think
but
it's a
it's
risky,
risky. It's risky.
yeah, that's a risky role for him, even though, again, he doesn't care, but he's got other skin in the game. He's got other irons in the fire that he might not want to mess up.
Right.
For Diddy? Look, I keep saying for Diddy. And
I know, right?
look, I'm being petty because when I say it like that is what he said about him. What he said about him when he was it prior to his run that Diddy also did his vote or unalive campaign? That was prior to Trump's run, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that also can play a part in it.
Right.
He can look at him as an outsider of his party as well. Like, I don't think I know he doesn't care about his base, but he has he has a lot more skin in the game than we realize when it comes to politics and future moves that he might need and want to make.
Yeah.
hmm But we'll see. I mean, crazier things have happened.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll
Now
definitely see.
look, Max,
Uh huh.
I'm gonna give you a scenario. You tell me what you're gonna do.
Okay.
The sentencing happens. Submarinian gives Diddy 17. That's like, well, actually 18. So nine apiece, a two piece.
Mm.
And it's back to back,
Yeah. Yeah.
identifying and accounting for both victims. And
Mm.
then you walking outside. Well, you sitting either in the overflow or in the main, wherever you get in when you fit in.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, there's mass hysteria because Secret Service walk in there.
Mm.
And Donald Trump is like, he's not spending a day in jail.
No.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah, he gonna have to be ready though.
Donald Trump loves to show off. He'll come down to the Southern District
Yep.
and and showboat and show them that they can't do him nothing if he wanted to.
Right.
I would. I'm gonna tell you right now. I would be like, what? I would lose it.
Man,
All the vloggers would immediately be going insane.
I know.
Immediately.
Interesting, Medea. Well, Medea, I'm gonna get out of here. I just want to come on real quick about this, but I'll let you know in ahead of time when if I go live again.
Well, always a pleasure. Chat.
Always a pleasure.
You guys
Thank you.
have a good night. And Max, you have a wonderful rest of your night.
You too, Medea.
And listen, Max, thanks for
Yeah,
being on top of all of this.
yeah, it's crazy. It's like nonstop now, closer
No,
to
but
sentencing.
if y'all are not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing today. Max
Thank
does
you
an excellent job of following these cases from the beginning all the way through.
all the way
And,
through. That's how we
and
do it.
look, and everything in between.
Yeah, everything in between what we can find. Right.
All right, I'm out. Thank you so
All
much.
right, Medea. All right, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining tonight on our late night. If there's breaking news, you know I'll be back. But like for right now, um, yeah, for right now we're gonna sign off. But um, yeah. All right. I was trying to see if there was anything else. No, there's nothing else. But all right, guys. I will catch you guys on the next one. All right, Ryan. All right, Janice. All right, y'all. What's up, Cyrus? All right, y'all have a good one.